and I look at the mat. Don't go down the side of your head. Look at it. Rock forward. 1. Okay? That's your lock. Now, should you not be able to get your leg over the head, should you have problems, what you're going to do is you're going to tuck it and you're going to do the Nelson neck crank, okay? Nelson neck crank, okay? Which is like a Japanese necktie, okay? My hands are still locked. I go here, I fail. So I go here, I'm screwing up. I kick my left leg straight, and I'm gonna pull him in tight. I'm gonna curl my leg, and I'm gonna clock over towards his head, and my hip is not gonna go to the ground. This leg's gotta stay tight. So sometimes you can cross if you want. I've always had a good curl. And the reason why I don't bring my hip to the mat is because my hip is off the mat, I can thrust more power into it. Once my hip goes to the mat, it's like being on your knees. There's a way for him to escape. With me being off the mat, I can move more aggressive and create way more pressure. As soon as my hips drop to the mat, his hips can come up, I could end up in the side of a bad scramble. Of course I don't want any of that, okay? It's a no bueno situation, okay? So, work with my cradle, he breaks my grip, lock, counter. Get that tight pressure, shoulder on him, nice and heavy, knees off. Scoot, scoot. 1, hit the tap. 2, hit the tap. Keep that lock, tuck it in and under the hips. Okay, if you guys ever do Greco, I recommend you guys do Greco. Not to become great wrestlers, to learn how to hand fight better, learn how to tuck the head, learn how to create pressure. I learned so much at getting better at hand fighting, different traps and drags, all from working with Greco fighters and wrestlers. I love it. I think it helps me. It's helped me for the ground more than anything. Okay, so when I hear all these stories about the gi, if you love gi and it helps you, fantastic, but work on Greco as well. I'm going to show you some stuff that hopefully in this video series that you're going to wonder where I got it, and it's going to be from Greco, okay? Okay, so when you control the leg like you do in a bunch cradle situation, you're allowed to have way more control and movement. It allows you to attack the neck and do a lot of different variations, okay? Such as like this, okay? So, now I'm going to give you another option. Oh, coach, I don't like stepping on that leg. It doesn't feel comfortable. I lose the cradle. Where am I going to go? You can go knee on belly, but I'm going to show you something, another type of offense, okay? We're going to switch to our quarter, okay? So, I'm here. I'm in my cradle. He blows it out. He gets out. Now, what I'm going to do is this arm's going to go underneath like I did, but I'm going to frame on top. This is to keep my hand, is supposed to keep him from getting too close to me, because he might be trying to come up on the underhook now. You go for the leg. I stuff him. But you guys already seen this in the previous DVD, and if you haven't, you need to go watch it. And that is, I could bail off and go to my anaconda, where I just go, okay? But I'm going to show you something Gene LaBelle called a dorso lock. I've also seen another jiu-jitsu guy, I can't think of his name, but it's Omoplata, he calls it that. Kid's really unique. I can't think of his name at this moment, but if I think of it, I'll edit it in, because the kid is really interesting, okay? Definitely recommend you guys checking him out, okay? So, I'm here, he breaks my grip, I come underneath, frame. Now what I'm going to do is I'm keeping weight on his head, I'm going to pop till I get his elbow up, and I'm going to step over. And as I step over, my hand is gonna go to my hip, thigh, and this hand's gonna go to his tricep. So here. See? His hand is between my legs. Here and here. So, quarter, up, step, catch. All right? Now what I'm gonna do is you can go to side mount or mount with it. I actually don't do that because of my size. I'm more concerned of moving and breaking his shoulder. So I tend to fall back with it, okay? So when I'm here, I'm gonna start moving my hips and I'm gonna pull him on top, but I'm gonna get my right foot onto his hip. So I'm gonna fall back and get my foot on his hip. So as he comes up, now my hand stays here. I'm gonna move my leg more to his shoulder and I'm gonna push on his hip and I'm gonna move my hips out. And as I do, he's gonna feel like his shoulder's gonna break. You okay? Yeah. It's not a bicep slicer. I suppose you can make it one, but I would prefer the shoulder lock just because I've seen bicep slicers go a couple different ways where they don't always work. Okay? Cradle, he breaks my grip, drop, boom. Lean on his head, pop, I clock way back, foot on the hip. Now your left hand here, if you're still not getting the finish, it's probably because your knee is in his, legs on his neck. Let that come up. Once I go here, he's already telling the difference. If you're having a problem with that, and he starts pressuring you, look for the underhook inside the leg or the arm. And that will help kind of lift yourself to the side so you can get that leg more on the shoulder. Because here I can go like this all day and he's gonna, I mean, he's probably gonna be okay unless he's got like bad elbows or shoulders. So I don't wanna be here, I wanna go up there.